Last-minute bombshell at Man City. Fabrizio Romano reveals what Savinho must do to secure a move to Tottenham, with Man City in no rush to sell. Meanwhile, Rico Lewis has been offered double his current salary by a Premier League heavyweight. And Gianluigi Donnarumma's agent drops a significant hint about a potential Man City transfer. Stay with me until the end of the video to check out the latest Man City news. But before that, if you're as passionate about the citizens as we are, don't waste any time and subscribe to our channel right now to stay updated on everything happening to greatest team in Premier League. Alright, Man City fan, Savinho's injury meant he missed Manchester City's dominant 4-0 win over Wolves. But Pep Guardiola's side didn't skip a beat. Oscar Bob stepped in and impressed massively. Even Ryan Cherky went online to praise his display, making it look like Man City might already have Savinho's replacement in-house if needed. Tottenham Hotspur are pushing hard to sign the 21-year-old Brazilian. They've already had 2 bids rejected. An opening offer of £42 million followed by a £60 million move, both knocked back by Man City, and rightfully so. Savinho is seen as one of the most exciting young wingers in the Premier League, and Pep isn't exactly desperate to let him go. That said, we understand Man City are eyeing Real Madrid's Rodrigo only if Savinho decides he wants out. Fabrizio Romano explained on his YouTube channel that the situation is simple. If Spurs come in with €70 million plus and Savinho personally asks Pep to go, then Man City could look for a solution, just like they've done with other unsettled players in the past. Guardiola has always been very straightforward. If a player wants to leave, he lets them. But unless Savinho walks into Pep's office and says, "Boss, I want to go to Spurs," Man City won't move him on. There's also a clever contract clause at play here. Journalist Will Pugh revealed that Savinho's wages at Man City around £45,000 a week would double once he reaches 100 appearances. Spurs, meanwhile, would pay £80,000 plus right away and offer regular starts, something that understandably tempts the winger as he chases a Brazil 2026 World Cup place. So for now, it's down to Savinho. If he stays quiet, he stays at Man City and any Rodrigo deal is off. But if he tells Pep he wants Tottenham, things could get very interesting very fast. My friend Citizen fan, do you believe Pep has a ready-made replacement in Oscar Bob? Or is Savinho too important to let go? Share your opinion in the comments below. So Citizen, Manchester City could be in for a tricky summer keeping Rico Lewis at the Etihad, with plenty of Premier League clubs circling. The 20-year-old right-back has been a standout since breaking into Pep Guardiola's first team, but his future has been up in the air lately. Even though he's a proud product of City's academy, Lewis hasn't signed a new contract yet, leaving the door open for rivals to try and lure him away. Man City had made locking him down a priority earlier in the window, offering improved terms, but talks have stalled, putting one of their brightest homegrown stars at risk of leaving. Nottingham Forest have been particularly ambitious, snapping up James McAtee earlier this summer and now reportedly ready to double Lewis' wages to bring him to the City ground. Other Premier League clubs are watching closely too, attracted by his versatility, able to slot in across defense and midfield, making him an incredibly tempting target. For Man City, this isn't just about money. Losing Lewis after letting McAtee go would be a big statement about how they're balancing academy talent with first-team planning. The club has tried to protect its interests with buyback clauses in past exits, keeping future options open, and Guardiola has been a big fan of Lewis' tactical awareness and maturity. Despite the speculation, Lewis has been focusing on his football, starring in the opening weekend 4-0 win over Wolves with a brilliant assist. And he's made his feelings clear publicly, telling reporters, "I've never ever seen myself at a different club. City's my dream club, and playing with this squad brings out the best in me. I'm so happy." So, while Forest and others are tempting him, Lewis seems determined to stay. For now, it's down to Man City to match his ambitions if they want to keep one of their most exciting young talents at home. My dear Man City fan, should Man City do whatever it takes to keep Lewis? Or would letting him go with a buyback clause be smart? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Listen up, Man City fan. Things are starting to heat up in the goalkeeping department this summer, and Donnarumma is right at the center of the speculation. The Italian stopper's reps have dropped a pretty big hint about his next move, and it looks like the Premier League could be calling. Man City's situation between the sticks has been one of the most talked about storylines all summer. Ederson's future is still up in the air, with Galatasaray reportedly interested, and that has kept City linked with Donnarumma as a potential replacement. Rumors have been swirling for weeks that Man City have quietly reached out to PSG and Donnarumma's camp, just waiting to see what happens with Ederson first. Meanwhile, Pep has already made a statement about the future by bringing back James Trafford from Burnley for £31 million, a record fee for a British goalkeeper. Trafford's arrival, along with Pep's faith in him long-term, was meant to secure Man City's future in goal, but with Ortega's role uncertain and PSG possibly ready to move on from Gianluigi, speculation hasn't gone anywhere. Things got even juicier after PSG signed French keeper Lucas Chevalier this summer, fueling rumors that Donnarumma might be on his way out. And now, according to Fabrizio, the Italian keeper businessperson has said, "The EPL is the next move for him in my view, we're working on it," adding, "There are zero talks with Italian clubs, we are still shocked by PSG behavior with Gigio." Those comments only ramp up Man City's reported interest. Pep clearly wants Ederson to stay as first choice but is preparing for the future, and Donnarumma ticks both boxes, an instant upgrade and a long-term project. If Ederson leaves for Galatasaray, Man City will likely have to move fast with PSG. Even if Ederson stays, Raiola's words suggest the Premier League is Donnarumma's next stop. Pep, as usual, stayed tight-lipped after the 4-0 Wolves win, saying he has no new info and only knows about Ederson's recent illness. The goalkeeping drama at the Etihad is far from over. My friend Citizen fan, do you trust Pep to manage this goalkeeper situation, or should Man City move fast to sign Donnarumma? Share your opinion in the comments below. Hey Citizen, the Sky Blues absolutely smashed Wolves to kick off the EPL campaign in style, made it a perfect Premier League opener for Pep's men. It wasn't a match packed with drama, just a clear showcase of Man City's quality. Wolves boss Vitor Pereira was full of respect for what Guardiola has built, saying they tried their best but were up against a team that's technically, tactically, and individually top class, with so many options, and he's right, Pep has options everywhere. He can bring on Cherki or Omar Marmish, not to mention Mateus Nunes, Abdulkadir Kuzanov, and Nico O'Reilly if he needs fresh legs. Pereira admitted Wolves had chances but couldn't convert, while Man City punished every little mistake. That difference in execution made the scoreline pretty one-sided. Guardiola's starting 11 already looks world-class, but there's more to come. Man City are reportedly eyeing Real Madrid's Rodrigo if Savinho heads to Tottenham, a move that would be a serious statement. The Brazilian scored 17 goals and had 9 assists last season, helping Madrid lift 2 Champions League trophies among other silverware. On the goalkeeping front, L'Equipe claims Man City have agreed terms with Gianluigi Donnarumma. The Ballon d'Or-nominated PSG stopper would push James Trafford and give Man City real competition between the sticks. PSG have already signed Lucas Chevalier, so Donnarumma could be on the move to avoid leaving for free next summer. So, if Man City's performance against Wolves wasn't already enough to impress, the potential signings of Rodrigo and Donnarumma suggest Guardiola's side could be even more formidable this season. The Etihad is shaping up to be an even tougher place to visit in 2025-26. My dear Man City fan, after that 4-0 win over Wolves and the potential signings of Rodrigo and Donnarumma, how unstoppable do you think Man City will be this season? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is the Manchester City News Fan channel and I'll stop here. If you liked it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. A big hug and see you in the next video.